Did I call you Julie there? Zoe.
No, you did call me Zoe.
For
I don't
you.
mind you calling me Julie though, if you want to.
Oh, I'm just,
So I am. My background is in musical theatre. I started off in musical theatre shows from the age of probably about 19, and I'm originally from up north. If you can hear that in my accent at all. So my parents are from Liverpool, and I was born in a place called Widnes, which is in Cheshire. And from a young age, I kind of really loved musical theatre. Absolutely, absolutely loved it. I was in a choir at school, and it kind of uh, pushed me towards wanting to basically take up singing seriously. And at 16, I came down to London to train in a musical theatre school in Epsom called Lane Theatre Arts, which is a big, quite a well-known performing arts school. And then from there, kind of auditioned out, was a jobbing actress, and was in shows such as Phantom, Les Mis, Cats. Kind of those are the big Burger King ones, as I like to call them. So yeah, that's kind of my background. And at the moment, I'm a mummy. I'm a mummy to two young uns, a boy and a girl, and yeah, that's what's happening to me. Yeah.
well, amazing. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. That's still so much.
Yes. Yeah. 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 So Paul, I did Les Mis with Paul, and I also did Phantom with Paul as well. Yeah, yeah, he's lovely, and he's an amazing musician as well. Incredible singer, amazing musician. Yeah, I'm a really good friend, really lovely guy. Yeah, so yeah, we've all done the rounds together, as it were.
Amazing. Um,
Happened. I had quite a few gigs booked in, as loads of people did. You know, some people were in still in theatre contracts, and some people had a lot of kind of concerts and corporates and events like that going on. And obviously, when lockdown happened, they were all cancelled. So, like the VE Day celebrations, I was involved with in a local park, and it was just all taken away like at once. And so that was kind of like I'd been working towards them as well. There was new material I was learning, and I just decided like, how am I going to do this? I mean, I'm not very technical, so I thought, how am I going to do this? Now I watched people on YouTube who had been doing it. Maybe they've been doing it on some of the Facebook pages, just kind of getting up and doing bits and bobs. I thought, how do I do it? And I just thought one day, I'd had another cancellation from a gig. So I just thought, right, I can't not sing for the next however many weeks we're going to be in lockdown. So I set up a page on Facebook, which initially was a private page because I only invited my friends and family who might have been at those events or might have come to those concerts. So I thought I'll just invite them. And then in the space of probably about 3 days, my friends were kind of saying, "Oh, can I invite so and so? And can I invite so and so?" And I was like, "All right, okay then." And just not knowing how it was going to go. Like technically, I was really scared about it, and yeah, it had the group within probably doing the first live stream probably went from maybe 120, and I only really wanted about 70. I thought I'll just ask it went to nearly 500. So, which doesn't sound a lot when you think about how many people come to watch a theatre show. That's kind of like that's not a lot at all. But I guess for me, I just didn't know that people were going to be up for it. But because nobody was doing anything, I guess they thought, brilliant, Friday, 3 o'clock, glass of prosecco. I can sit down and watch Zoe, and I kind of did like it was a bit theatrical. I did a whole introduction and like silly kind of like silly introduction. My husband did did the voiceover and stuff, and I did silly songs. It wasn't just like kind of musical theatre songs, and it was just kind of trying to be connected to people, I think it was, and also kind of keep my brain going, because that's, I think, what it was all about. I felt the need to be creative, you know, even if it was just singing a few songs, and it kept me going to think I've got to come up with a nice little show, a nice little 20-minute segment, and we can all enjoy it and have a glass of wine at the end, and then everybody go off and think that was a nice afternoon. So that was the reason why I did it. Yeah.
That is very cool.
Pardon, say again.
Has it climbed a fair amount since your first
No,
one?
no, it hasn't, because I haven't done one in quite a few months, just because it seemed that it was starting to decline, the people who were watching, and that's fine, because people were going off to work, and you know, when it all started to open up again, there wasn't the kind of need for it, and I didn't feel the need for it. So it's kind of like gone. The group is still at, I think, just under 500. But I think when people were watching, it was kind of, if people were finishing work on a Friday, they were just either missing it or they were watching it on catch up, because they were getting. So I never really knew, and to be honest, I used to do it from my iPhone, and I would never look at the comments that were coming up. It was just too scary to be doing something and then be replying to someone. I just couldn't do it. So I kind of watched it all at the end, which was actually quite fun. It kind of filled a couple of hours. So
I don't think people understand.
yeah, you just don't know what's going on. I was, initially I was like, I pressed whatever it is, going live, and I didn't know whether it was going off or not. I just like carried on. It wasn't until the end that people were like, oh, it was great, and they obviously stayed there for the duration, which was lovely of them. But yeah, I didn't have a clue. I just pressed live, and then I just kind of went for it. Kicked the kids out of the house, and then yeah. The neighbours were okay about it as well. No, well, I had to go around and just say, look, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be doing a concert in the living room. So around about 3 o'clock, if you hear some funny noises going on, some like high top C's, then don't worry, it's just me in the living room. And they were like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So basic, so basic. I had a speaker on a stand. I had my Shure lead microphone, a little bit like yours, and initially I didn't even have like a ring light, and so everything was in the dark. I tried to make and it was done in my living room, so I tried to make it as kind of comedy as possible. So initially, the first live stream, I put, there was all the thing about the toilet rolls. I put a big pile of toilet rolls in the background and had fairy lights all over the toilet rolls, and I just tried to make it as comical as we could in that situation, and obviously tidy the house up a bit, maybe Hoover, and and just try and make it as watchable as possible, that it wasn't kind of just like, here's me and I'm going to be singing this now. I wanted it to be as natural as possible, basically like a cabaret in your front room. So yeah, very very I would say very very basic. I then later on bought a ring light, still kept some of the, well, still kept all the sound stuff, bless you. And yeah, it kind of I didn't really change much. I actually thought it was actually quite quaint, it being a little bit naff, maybe.
Yeah, I think if you don't have a lot of stuff, it's fine.
The VE Day stuff was obviously I put bunting up, and there was champagne and tea cakes and all that type of stuff for, like, the VE Day celebration, which was lovely. That was the only thing I really kind of changed around a little bit. But it was just something. It was something, a little bit of fun, and people I know were messaging me saying, really looking forward to Friday. It's brightened my day. Can't wait to see you. And then at the end, they were like, that was so great, So for me, it felt like I was giving and actually doing something for myself as well, doing something for my own mental health, and also keeping my practice up as well, knowing that I had to either learn songs or keep on top of things vocally to just kind of be at the top of my game, really. But yeah, no, it was really good fun, really good fun.
Have you started booking?
With before lockdown, me and a friend of mine, who another singer, another actress, we decided that we were going to put something together. We lived down the road from each other, so it's like, why are we not doing something like, West Endy around this area, rather than having to go into town all the time? And so we put together a duo called the West End Divas, and we had these were the gigs that were kind of booked in, and we had quite a few of them. And then obviously we all went to lockdown, and that was it. And we were like, oh my god, because we wanted to get a lot of promos from it, a lot of pictures from all the gigs that we were doing, just so that we could put them on our website. So instead of getting really depressed about it all, and kind of just like, okay, let's use this to our advantage, and how do we make it amazing? So we decided we were going to work on our website, our content, and we were going to put kind of like vocal reels together, so that we were actually being really, really proactive, so we could actually send stuff off. Because at that time, we were just kind of saying, we're so and so and so and so, and just hoping people would book us, which we did. We got quite a few gigs, but we thought, no, okay, so this is the time where we need to maybe get the website looking amazing, and sort out, where we wanted to take it, really. But yes, we've got an outside gig coming up, which is on the 23rd, which is exciting, but it might be cold.
Oh, is that the West End Divas website?
That's the West End Divas website, yeah. So we're looking forward to that one, just to be performing, really. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I know everyone is feeling the kind of the pinch of it, and the kind of, the fact that nobody knows anything, or nobody is telling us anything, and it just feels is live streaming the way we've got to go. But you're kind of missing out on a lot of art, a lot of things that people want to see. I watched the kind of the little segment on Britain's Got Talent on Saturday, with Cameron's, Mary Poppins, and then Phantom, and then there was Les Mis in it, and I was really it was beautiful, but I felt really sad, because it felt like, we were almost coming cap in hand and saying, when are we going to open it? And you saw all those amazing performers on stage, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's heartbreaking for everyone, and I think everyone is trying their best to just kind of keep going and be creative, and just kind of, I guess, keep their brains going, because it's hard when you are someone who is artistic, and it's kind of like, it's like the shutters have been put down on it, if you know what I mean, and no one knows when it's going to open up again. So
yeah, I think, like, we've definitely taken the idea over here that, And there's
You can,
tons
yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, yeah, no, 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 you can, and I think for me as well. I mean, I learned a lot of things like during lockdown. I thought if I don't learn anything during lockdown, then I need to slap my wrist, because I learned how to do iMovie and put like videos and songs together, which I didn't have a clue. I just YouTubed it, and I learned how to record. I learned how to just moving my microphone, record on GarageBand, but actually make it studio sound and not just like I bought new recording equipment to do that with, and I actually found it really interesting. I had no idea what I was doing. It was kind of like trial and error and watching YouTube clips and stuff, but I really really enjoyed it, and some of the things I got out of it I was like, wow. I also did a concert for a lovely lady over in she lives in Colombia. She's Irish, but she lives in Colombia. And she put together some concerts called Citizens of Song. I don't know if anyone saw any of those concerts. And basically, she asked a lot of singers to record themselves singing a song of their choice. So I think there was a lot of like West End and Broadway people that did it. And basically she put it all together, made it look absolutely beautiful, and then live streamed it out to everybody, and asked for a donation. And then she actually paid the performers who had performed their songs, just because she just felt, I just want to contribute to everybody. But it was done from all over the world, which was incredible to see. All these like West End and Broadway people kind of coming together on a live stream. It was just like amazing, amazing.
So you did buy.
I only bought that only because the microphone that you've got, I was like, I don't know how to plug it into this interface. So I got lots of technical help from Soundies, who really really helped me. But that was about it. Everything else I kind of already had. Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was doing nothing else, so I might as well learn it. Might as well, even if I'm rubbish at it, I can just keep practicing and keep doing it. And I mean, I was using really basic things like iMovie. I'm sure there are better programs than that, but it was just really good fun. And actually, putting it all together. I did a trio of two other ladies, like a version of a trio from Les Mis, a ladies trio, and that was actually arranged by Paul Monaghan, who you spoke about before.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that was really good. It was really good fun. It was basic, but I had really good fun doing it, and it took me out of my head a little bit. It made me kind of just focus on something rather than, oh my god, what's going on. So yeah. And
Yeah,
also looking after two kids as well is obviously like time consuming.
yeah, you had your hands full. Yeah,
Yeah, I've just started. Was putting together a poster, and I've just been starting to try and use that, but I didn't realize it's got things like little video things that you can put together, and that I was like, oh my god. So yeah, something else for me to kind of get stuck in for another 6 hours.
That is the key. It's definitely the key program that I have found in lockdown
Okay.
that I couldn't survive without. Now it's
Yeah.
Campbell. So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zoe, we have come to the end, and thank you
Oh, okay.
very
Fast.
It's like my favorite thing. Thank you for
Thank
hanging out
you.
with us this morning. That's lovely.
Thank you.